So in lesson 3, we're going to be looking at proportional and non-proportional relationships by looking at tables. So we're going to start with our example where it says you've been hired by your neighbor to babysit their children on Friday night. You are paid $8 per hour. Complete the table relating your pay to the number of hours worked. Okay, so the important stuff here is that you're going to fill out a table and you get paid $8 per hour. And we are going to complete the table relating your pay to number of hours worked. All right, so it's pay to number of hours worked. So it's pay per hour. So same thing. So it's going to be either pay to hours worked, or we can say pay over hours, because it's going to be pay per hour. So if we start out, we know we've got $8 per hour, so we'll get paid $8 for 1 hour. Well, if we work 2 hours, 8 times 2 would be 16, or we'd get 8 plus 8. For 3 hours, it would be $24. 4 hours, add another 8, that'd be 32, or 8 times 4. 8 times 4 and a half, well, 8 times 4 is 32. Half of 8 is 4, so 4 and 32 is 36. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. And then 8 times 6 plus 5, 6.5, is 52. So it says, based on the table above, is pay proportional to hours worked? Well, to tell if it's proportional, we're going to look at the rate. So we're doing pay to hours, or dollars per hour. So we'll say $8 for 1 hour, which is the same thing as 8 divided by 1, or $8 per hour. Or the unit rate would just be 8. So we'll do that for each set. So we're going to look at 16 divided by 2, or $16 for 2 hours. That's going to be 8. So that one works. 24 divided by 3. Now that's 8. And then 32 divided by 4. That's 8. 36. You do that divided by 4.5. You'll get 8. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 48 divided by 6 is 8. And 52 divided by 6.5 is also 8. So how do you know that they're proportional? Yes, they are, because they're all ratios have a rate, or a unit rate, unit rate of 8, just like we've been doing. Okay, so now in our other tables it says determine if y is proportional to x. Justify your answer. So the only difference is now they're saying y proportional to x, which means y to x, or y over x. Alright, so if we have y over here to x, that's going to be inches per hour, which is how we would calculate the snowfall, the rate of snowfall. So let's do each one of these. We'll do 10, which is the number of inches in 2 hours, so that's going to be 5. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Alright, so as soon as we see 10 divided by 2 is 5 and 12 divided by 6 is 2, we can say they are not proportional. And that's because unit rate's not equal. So as soon as you find one unit rate that's not equal to another, you can say not proportional. 16 divided by 8 is 2, 5 divided by 2.5 is 2, and 14 divided by 7 is 2. But because this one is 5 and that one, all the rest of them are 2, then it's not proportional. All right, so let's look at number 2. So again, it's y over x, so this times it's going to be dollars. I put y over 8, that's supposed to be y over x up there. Dollars per day. So let's check. Okay, cost per day. So that's going to be 2 divided by 6, which would be, let's see, that's going to be 0.33. 3 divided by 9 is also going to be 0.33, so like 33 cents a day. And then 8 divided by 24, if you do that on a calculator. Or you can reduce these fractions. Divide out of 2 over 2, 1/3. Divide by 3 over 3, 1/3. Divide by 8 over 8, 1/3. But if we're looking at it as money, it'd be 0.33, like 33 cents. And then 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. So that's going to be 0.33. So are these proportional? Yes. Proportional. Because all the unit rates the same. Or they're all equal. Equal 33. All right, let's try number 3. Okay, so this table shows a relationship between the amount of candy in pounds by total cost. Pounds per dollar, I guess. Doesn't say if it's dollars, but we'll just, it just says cost. So that's going to be, again, y over x is how they told us, y proportional to x, the ratio of y to x. So that's going to be cost per pound, LB. All right, so we're going to do 10 divided by 5, cost per pound, that's 2. 8 divided by 4, that's 2. Or we could say $2 per pound, but we're just looking at the unit rate, so it's 2. 12 divided by 6, we've got to check them all, it's 2. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And 20 divided by 10 is 2. So yes, proportional, for the same reason. All unit rates are equal, and they all equal 2. Alright, so it looks like we've got one more question. Number 4. So for number 4, it says that Randy is planning to drive from New Jersey to Florida. Randy recorded the distance traveled and the total number of gallons used every time he stopped for gas. Assume miles driven is proportional to gallons consumed in order to complete the table. So here we're saying that they are proportional because you're assuming that miles driven is proportional to gallons consumed. So we're doing miles to gallons or miles over gallons. And they want us to complete the chart. Okay? So miles per gallon. So if we go 54 miles on 2 gallons of gas, that's going to be 54 miles per 2 gallons. If we divide that, 54 divided by 2 would be 27 miles per gallon. So we know that our unit rate is 27 miles per gallon. So then all we have to do is say, well, if we're going to go to consume 4 gallons, multiply that times 27. And 4 times 27 would be 108 miles. We don't know this one. Let's move on to 8 times 27 is going to be 216. That one's already given for us. 10 times 27 is going to be 270. And 12 times 27 is going to be 324 miles. So here we got to figure out this one. And if I take my gallons and multiply it by 27, to get 216, well then I could take 216 and divide it by 27 to get 8. So that's how we got 8 there. If I divide that by 27, I'd get 10. So if I divide 189 and I divide that by 27, I should get 7 gallons. So I've got my, sorry about that, chart filled out. It's going to be 7 filled here, 808 there, 270 there, and 324 there. All right, so when you come in tomorrow, you're going to do an exit slip tomorrow. So that's how I'm going to know if you've watched this video and taken good notes. And you can't start your homework or your practice until you've completed the exit slip correctly. Have a good evening.